are the cards we seek, but 7s and 8s leave us up the creek on Card Sharks. Now, here's one of the stars of Card Sharks, Gene Rayburn.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. You're really a bunch of good sports, and I thank you very much. Now, speaking of good sports, here is one of my all-time favorite television personalities. He really is a terrific guy. He's extremely versatile. I've worked with him in all kinds of projects, and I've never seen him lay an egg in my entire life. Well, today is not yet over. Don't worry about it. Here's one of the great pioneer broadcasters, Mr. Bill Cullen. Yay!
Oh, Gene, thank you for those kind words. It does this old heart good. Speaking of old hearts, I would at this moment like to take your valuable time to introduce a man whom I have admired for ever so long. He's someone that shows us how this should be done. Alan Ludden.
Thank you. You know, when you've got two pioneer broadcasters like Gene Rayburn and Bill Cullen around, these introductions might take so long we'll never get to Jim Perry. However, I'm going to be brief. We have a young man, and when I mean young, I mean he is so young it's nauseating. He does a wonderful show, though, called Tic-Tac-Toe. He gives away a lot of money. He's just here to make us all feel old. Wink Martindale.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're very kind, and you have good taste in your host. Well, you've met the stars of this show. Now I'd like to introduce... No, wait a minute. I'd like to introduce that gentleman from Canada who does such a marvelous job and has for years on Card Sharks, Mr. Jim Perry, ladies and gentlemen, your host.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome to Card Sharks. You know, by the time those four guys got done patting each other on the back, I could have started and finished World War III. But now that we're halfway through the show, welcome to Turnabout Week on Card Sharks. Now, if you're a little confused at the sight of 5 game show hosts in search of a game, let me explain. NBC asked us to do something special and exciting starting this week in order to launch the 1980 television season. Well, we refused to go along with that idea. Instead, we invited Bill Cullen, Alan Ludden, Gene Rayburn, and Wink Martindale to join us as contestants all this week. They're playing to raise money for their favorite charities. Now, incidentally, last time you saw Diana Nal... Yeah. And we want them all to make some money for their charity. Last time you were with us, Diana Nalloway and Herb Davis were playing. They'll be back in 3 weeks. We've got 3 great weeks of playing for charity with 8 very interesting gentlemen. So right now, let's open up the board and deal out the cards as we meet the first 2 players, Wink Martindale and Bill Cullen. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Perry, sir.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, talk about a turnabout. I say this so often, I can't wait to say to you. Tell us about yourself, sir.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm the youngest of all the game show hosts in the room. But that's already been pointed out. My name is Wink Martindale.
You just lost.
No, you know, I do Tic-Tac-Toe and...
Where are you from originally?
Jackson, Tennessee.
Tennessee boy?
Uh-huh, that's right.
And I understand your charity has something to do with that.
That's right. There's a little cerebral palsy center there, the West Tennessee Cerebral Palsy Center, and whatever I win, hopefully, on this show will go to the work of the West Tennessee Cerebral Palsy Center in Jackson, Tennessee.
That's great. And a gentleman I have long admired, Bill Cullen.
Hello, Jim.
Nice to have you here with us, Bill.
Thank you.
William?
I'm from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Oh, I thought that was what you were going to ask me.
Sure, that's all right. I was good. Yeah,
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
okay.
I didn't know that you were originally from Pittsburgh and all. Now, you live out here now? Are you in New York?
Yeah, moved out here about 2 years ago, and like most people who move to California, I'm not working, so I thought I'd come here and play for my favorite charity. I can't get arrested out here.
Poor baby.
What's the charity?
Well, the people who gave me donuts when I wasn't even hungry, the Salvation Army.
Oh,
I'm doing it for them.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Good luck to both of you in the match. Thank you for joining us. Let's get started. You both, I saw you all back there cutting cards, frantically getting ready. Nice big cards, aren't they?
Big.
Now, before we get started, I want to tell you, now, whoever wins the match will take on the winner of the next match between Gene Rayburn and Alan Ludden, and we'll be playing round robin with the four of them all week. The two top money winners will be back in 2 weeks for the Turnabout Finals, and there they'll be competing for a grand prize of $25,000 for their favorite charity. So it should be an exciting 3 weeks. Let's get things going. And Wink, as we had a coin toss, we're starting with you under the red. Wink, we asked 100 garbage men, have you ever found money in someone's trash? How many garbage men have found money in someone's trash?
Well, I guess that would depend on how long they've been collecting other people's garbage, but I would say that probably your average garbage man has found money in somebody's trash at some time or other. The question is it a lot of garbage men, or a lot of people, or a few people?
You can handle that, Wink. You can handle
it only involves the one number, right?
Yeah, you can handle it.
I would say that probably around...
The man is a master of timing, isn't he, friends? How many?
I'd say a number 37. That comes to my mind. 37.
37 miraculously came to mind. Have found money. Higher or lower, sir?
Jim, anyone who's been collecting garbage for any length of time has had to find, even though a nickel or a dime or something like that, it gotta be, because we're in a very classy neighborhood, and our garbage men, they come in cars. Higher.
Higher.
Yes.
If it's higher, then Bill plays his cards. If not, it'll be Wink with his.
Gotta be.
The actual number of garbage men who have found money in someone's trash is 62. Bill Cullen is off and running. Bill Cullen playing the blue, starts with an ace.
Oh, boy. Well, when it comes to cards, I am a whiz. I know what to do with that. Change? No. Lower.
Lower, he
Lower
said.
indeed.
Over 2.
Hold. Higher.
Higher than a 2. Yes, a 10.
Thank you. Freeze.
Freeze. We move over the freeze bar, protecting that position. Bill has a lot of fans out there in the audience. They had no faith in him whatsoever. Freeze. Don't take any chances. Question going to Bill. Why are you waving a card at me that says COMML? She wants a commercial. We'll be right back, friends, with these nice people in a moment.
When your cat needs help finding her own litter box, you know something wonderful has happened. Like Fresh Step Litter adding odor-eliminating carbon. Carbon that helps keep odors from ever leaving the litter box, so it's almost like not having one. Fresh Step, a giant step for freshness. And try new, improved Fresh Step non-clumping with odor-eliminating carbon.
Oh, no! That grass won't grow. You seed and water and